Returning to our COVID-19 coverage and the stricter measures in place for international air travelers arriving in Canada.
It's just one piece of tough new restrictions, hoping to stop the spread of the virus. CTV's Austin Delaney is live at Pearson Airport with more. Austin.
And that is a COVID test when they land here at the airport. Now, the process has slowed down quite a bit with the arrival of 2 flights from Europe. Some of the people in that line behind me have been there for about an hour. It speeds up, though. The COVID process at the end of the terminal is quite quick.
Have you registered online with hotel? Did you say?
After clearing customs, international passengers arriving at Pearson are now being directed to a COVID-19 testing area for mandatory testing. Anil Shemi arriving home from Detroit, one of the first.
I think it's a good step that they're taking. It's very important.
It was okay, just like we did one before traveling, so then I don't understand why we have to do one right away.
This is a stopgap measure brought in by the provincial government as it waits for tighter travel restrictions from Ottawa.
It's a good move. It's a good move. It's going to help a little bit, for sure. It's not going to solve all our problems, but it does add that incremental level of protection.
International passengers flying into Pearson must have a negative COVID test before boarding. Now a second test on arrival ahead of a 14-day self-quarantine.
I think border testing, if it's done efficiently and it's done in a smart manner, it can clearly help protect us importing more cases into the country and also identifying variants of concern.
Field police are there in case a passenger refuses to take the test. They will be issued a $750 fine on the spot. Lucas, arriving from LA this morning before the test became mandatory, turned down the voluntary test that was being offered.
Well, I've taken 2 in the last 72 hours. I'm not about to take a third, right now at least.
As of yesterday, flights to the Caribbean and Mexico have been canceled as Ottawa tries to stop the surge of sun-seekers at spring break.
There's huge pent-up demand for travel. So my advice is to respect the rules that are out there, avoid all non-essential travel, including through the United States. I know some are thinking of going through there to some of these sun destinations. We'd advise against that.
The federal government has said it will introduce new restrictions for international travelers coming into Canada, which include COVID-19 tests upon arrival at the airport, quarantine up to 3 days in an approved hotel at own cost, the cost approximately $2,000 per traveler, negative tests, the traveler can quarantine the remainder of the 14 days at home, positive results stay at a federal facility until recovered. And passengers we spoke to today say they're quite happy that they managed to slip into the country before the prospect of going into a hotel or a federal facility. The federal government has not yet announced when that will start. Reporting live from the airport, I'm Austin Delaney.
All right, thank you, Austin.